chance to look at the starting nine for the visiting St. Louis Cardinals. Mark, what's your take on him against one of the best starters in the game?
Yeah, you take a look at this lineup they're running out today, and they got their work cut out for them with the sinker baller on the mound on the opposition side. They're going to have to see the ball up. They're going to have to work the home plate umpire. Can't be given 4 to 6 inches off the inside half, or he's going to have a field day pounding that sinker in there. Should be interesting to see right out of the chute if he's got the good one or not. All right, here's the defensive alignment for the Miami Marlins. And let's take a look at Starling Marte, another one of those super athletic outfielders of the new regime. Ability to cover ground, can play multiple positions in the outfield and hit in the middle of the order.
Striding in, Kevin Pillar. And we are set for baseball here this evening.
Center fielder, Kevin Pillar.
Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cold strike on the game's first pitch as we bring you this one here tonight. The 0-1. Sliders in for a strike. So back-to-back sliders for strikes. Does he come back with yet another?
There's another slider. That's back-to-back good sliders, and this guy's breaking ball is really good. And when he's throwing it well like he is, and he's confident with it, he can throw it 3 or 4 times in a row. A really good slider in this one.
Tried the slider to ring him up, but he lays off 1 and 2. 73 degrees our game time temperature here tonight, and it probably won't get a whole lot cooler than that. The 1-2. Fouled off. The 1-2. Bounced weakly near the plate. That goes foul, so he stays alive with 2 strikes.
If you're on the mound right there and you're getting a swing at a breaking ball off the plate, do not be shocked if he's tucked something up under this guy's chin hot right here.
So he racks up the swinging strikeout on the breaking ball. Kevin Pillar is retired to kick off the inning.
One thing to know is not all strikeouts are created equal. Right there, he goes down on strikes, but he really made that guy on the mound work for it. And when you're doing that in the first inning, it can have an effect on how deep he's going to be able to go into this start. There's a big difference between that and going down on 3 or 4 pitches.
First delivery to him on the way. And that slider's almost in the dirt.
There's a good slider down and in at that back foot. That's a tough pitch to lay off as a hitter, and a great pitch as a pitcher. That's one of those, how could he not swing at that one? A good take there on that pitch.
The 2-0 on the way. Finds the zone, strike 1. So let's take a peek at our umpiring crew in this one. Working the plate is Larry Bullard.
Hey, D-Row, Larry Bullard, he's pretty much right down the middle. You see very few managers and players getting into very many confrontations with Larry.
Yeah, Larry lays in the weeds, Dan. Doesn't try and make it about him, and that's what the players love. He's got a pretty consistent strike zone, and he's approachable.
Just starting things out here in South Florida. Good bite to that sinker as he gets him to swing through it for out number 2.
The main job of the number 1 and 2 hitters is to set the middle of the order up with an opportunity to do some damage. So when you strike both of them out, you're putting yourself in a pretty good position to make it through the teeth of the lineup without a whole lot of stress.
From the stretch, here's the pitch. Takes a look at one catching the outside corner. Goldschmidt, or Goldie just for short. He was an 8th round selection back in the 2009 MLB draft.
What an absolute steal. I mean, this guy has gotten a lot of people some big raises in the organization. To be drafted as low as he was and turned himself into one of the biggest.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. 3 up, 3 down, 3 strikeouts. Not too shabby. More baseball on MLB Network right after this. Time now for a glance at the Marlins lineup card in this one. What's the key for a home victory tonight, D-Row?
Well, Matty, we know this is a pitcher's park. The numbers bear it out. Look for the managers to play a part in this one. Hopefully the guys listened in the hitters meeting. They're going to stay up the middle, big part of the yard. But when they get on, look for some wheels in motion, some execution, trying to manufacture some runs. I think that's how this lineup will play it out.
Jake Odorizzi will be on the bump for Game 2 of the series. Dan Plesac, what's the word on him?
Jake Odorizzi is a really good pitcher. Doesn't get a lot of respect for the quality that he has. Low to mid-90s fastball, great straight changeup, and more importantly, a curveball that he can throw at any time. A really strong three-pitch mix. He's a pitcher, not a thrower.
The St. Louis Cardinals attack you on defense in this fashion. And I want to focus on first baseman Paul Goldschmidt. I'm going to steal a line from my partner here, Dan Plesac. Hashtag Goldschmidt happens. This former Gold Glover can play some serious defense as well as carry this offense.
Striding into the box, Starling Marte. He'll lead things off here in the bottom half of the first. And this one's nowhere close as that bounces to the plate for ball one. Now the 1-0. Hit down the third baseline. Played on the backhand. And there's one down now.
Batting second, the shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Stepping into the box, Chris Taylor. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi. A number of meetings. He's 1 for 7. Here's the first pitch to him. This is line to left. Conforto is going to get there as he backs up to put it away. And there are 2 gone now. And so with 2 away now, let's give you another look at our playoff bracket as you see what could lie ahead for the winner in this series. So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. First cuts for him here with the bases open and 2 away. First offering on its way. Here's the first pitch, chopped foul right at home plate, and that's the first strike. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Behind 0-2 now. Into the windup. Here comes the 0-2 pitch. Ripped on the ground to first. Fielded by Goldschmidt, and he'll step on the bag himself, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. We are still scoreless. Standing in, Paul DeYoung. He'll get us started in the top of the second. First pitch coming. Here it is. And there's a sinker that he just spits on as it misses low. Hit hard on the ground towards second. Marte has it. Throw to first will be in time, and there's 1 gone here to start the second.
Batting fifth, the left fielder, number 30, Michael Conforto.
Settling in now, Michael Conforto. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a whiff at a good slider that time. Just a bit jumpy that time. Swung on and missed.
Every time you go out there to start a game on the mound, you hope to settle in quickly and get into a groove, and he's definitely done that so far in the early going. Looks like he could go pretty deep into this one.
And very quickly there, they're 2 gone to start the inning.
Third baseman, Nolan.
Into the box now, Nolan Arenado. He'll work on keeping this top of the second alive. Here comes the first pitch. Slider right over the middle, taken for a strike. Heavy sinker just stayed inside. The 1-2 is a called strike 3 on the corner. Down in order go the Cardinals. We'll go to the bottom of the second. No score. Stepping in, Franz Reyes, as he'll get his first opportunity in this one.
Franz Reyes.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this is fouled at the plate. The windup and the 0-1. High fly ball out to straightaway center. Pilar's there. Makes the play, 1 away.
Batting fifth, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler. Previous meetings with Jake Odorizzi, just a 2-for-14 line, so advantage pitcher here. He's ready. Here's the first offering. No balls and a strike to count. Oh, he had him fooled there. No balls and 2 strikes. Bottom of the second here with no score. Got him swinging. Chased it well out of the zone, and there are 2 gone.
Pretty textbook pitching right there. Jump ahead in the count 0-2 and then start working outside the zone. Easier said than done, but that's the way you do it.
In now, Garrett Cooper. As he rips it on the ground to second. Wong is there. And the throw is wide as it pulls the first baseman off the bag.
And as a former pitcher, I can tell you, nothing is more painful than having to get extra outs in an inning. That should have been out number 3 there. Instead, he has to refocus and get back to work.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. Batting left-handed here as he takes a look at strike 1. He takes his first cuts in this one with a man at first and 2 away. Lined into right, a base hit. And that runner will go no further than second as there are 2 aboard now. Coming to the plate now, Ari Perez. And he could give his guys an early lead if he can come through here. Odorizzi comes set. Here's the first pitch. Ground ball sent back up the middle. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. Marlins strand a pair. Will move to the third with no score. Stepping in for the Cardinals, Aldo Garcia. He's the number 7 hitter, but he's leading off the third after the first 6 guys in the lineup have been retired in order.
Yeah, it's been a great start to the guy on the mound. It'll be interesting to see if they can find a way to get to this guy before he really settles in.
Batting in, catcher, Aramis Garcia.
So striding in, Aramis Garcia. He'll get to take his first cuts here. First pitch of the at-bat on its way. Looks at a sinker over the inside part of the plate.
Watching him on the mound, I'm really impressed with what he's doing right now. He's been really aggressive and confident over the last couple of innings.
0-1 count and the pitch. Takes a look at a strike over the inside corner.
Hey, that's obviously the game plan against this guy. Bury it in on his hands. He finds himself down 0-2 now. He doesn't know if he's coming back in there or going breaking stuff down and away.
Look out. That one almost got away from him. 2-2 now. Now a swing and a miss here as he's down on strikes. So it's 2 up, 2 down to begin the third. Another strikeout for him on the mound, and boy, is it fun to watch him go about his business.
No doubt, Matty. He's one of my favorites, mostly because of his stuff. You know, he can absolutely dominate on any given day because of what he offers up there. It's just nasty. There aren't many hitters that like to see this guy on the mound.
Into the box now, Jake Odorizzi. So weighed out a breaking pitch here that finds the zone for strike 1. This guy's still looking at a 0 in the hit column. A fastball right down the middle for a strike.
Hey, from an offensive standpoint, you better get it ready.
Swing and a miss. That retires the side, and that will do it. 1, 2, 3 go the Cardinals. Home half of the third coming up. No score. Now at the plate, Sandy Almanza.
Leading off for the Marlins, pitcher, Sandy Almanza.
First pitch of the at-bat. Way in front of a great slider that time. Is put in play to the right side of the infield. Wong gonna have to hurry, and the inning begins with a quick out number 1.
Center fielder number 6, Starling Marte.
Here's Starling Marte. Second at bat now. He grounded out to start the home first. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. And a cut fastball, but this bounces near the plate for a ball. Tapper up the line. That rolls foul for strike 1. It's 1-2. Bottom of inning number 3, 0-0 our score. A little low, it's 2-2. The 2-2. Swung on and lifted in the air to left center. Chasing after it is Pilar, and that's the second out of the inning.
The batter number 3, shortstop, Chris Taylor.
Up next from Miami, Chris Taylor. 0 for 1 for him here in this one. First offering on its way. Now a ball slapped hard the opposite way, and that'll get by and on through towards the wall. Throw into second, not in time, and he's in there with a double.
Yeah, this one was starting to look like it was going to be one of those 1, 2, 3 easy innings, but now all of a sudden they have the go-ahead run standing out there at second base after the 2-out double. Big moment here.
Standing in now, Matt Chapman, as he swings and grounds it toward the hole. And nothing will come of the 2-out double as the inning is over. Danger averted following the 2-out double. 3 innings in the books, no score on MLB Network. The next to bat for St. Louis, Kevin Pilar. Back to the top of the lineup as they're still looking for their first base runner in this one.
No doubt about that, Matt. They've yet to figure this guy out on the mound. He's looked great so far.
He has, but we'll see if this second trip through the order changes anything.
Yeah, it'll be interesting to see what kind of adjustments these hitters are able to make in the middle innings of this game.
Now a slider, and he gets ahead of him here 0-1. That's over, but low. It's a ball and a strike. The 1-1. A little bouncer. That's a foul ball. Slider, and that's hit on the ground towards second. Marte gloves it. Throw to first in time. One gone here in the fourth. So with one away, let's punch up the graphic and show you the pitch speed comparison for the two starters here in the fourth inning. And whoa, look at that for a top speed. 98 miles an hour. That man is flat dealing. Now batting, Colton Wong. He's 0 for 1 thus far. The fastball here as he'll take a look at ball 1, 1-0. Swing and a miss on the sinker, and it's 1-2.
1 ball, 2 strikes now.
Chopped weakly to the right, but it gets foul. Cardinals have been held out of the hit column here. Oh, look out. Hot shot to third, and there are 2 away.
First baseman number 44, Paul Goldschmidt.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now as he takes a called strike at the knees. It's 0-1. 0 for 1 after he took a look at strike 3 in his first plate appearance. Swing and a miss. It's 0-2.
This guy has been throwing the ball so well, and that's exactly why. He has such a feel for that secondary pitch. He can flip it up.
And we'll have to leave it there as this is strike 3, and that will retire the side. Down in order go the Cardinals. On to the bottom of the fourth now, still with no score. Ready now for the Marlins, Franz Reyes. He flew out in his last at-bat.
This game is rolling right along as we move into the middle innings with no score. You'd think by now one of these two teams would be able to get some base runners on and get them in, but that hasn't been the case.
Now the 1-0. Grounded to third. Arenado has it. And the throw to first is in time. 1 gone.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
Digging in to try it again, Jorge Soler. He'll look to bounce back after striking out his last time up. Line toward right center. That gets down, and he's got himself a base hit.
Boy, Dero, it's about time they got something brewing here. First pitch single, and maybe now they can start to get some traffic on the bases.
Yeah, absolutely, Dan. Ambush tactics, not always the play. You want to drive that pitch count up and get into that bullpen, but sometimes desperate times call for desperate measures.
Into the box, Garrett Cooper. And a first pitch swing. He hits a fly ball to left center. Calling for it, Conforto. 2 down.
The batter, number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
And that'll bring in the middle infielder, Ketel Marte. A base hit in his first trip. First pitch of the at-bat. But a good play by the first baseman to spear this one, and that'll retire the side. 1 left for Miami. Through 4, still tied, 0-0.
Leading off for the Cardinals, shortstop, Paul.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Knee-high slider that he takes a look at.
We're moving along in this one, heading into the middle innings. This guy continuing to pitch well, and one of the reasons why, first pitch strike ratio over 70% up to this point in this game.
0-2, here it is. And a fastball just a bit up.
Now there's your textbook waste pitch right there. Try and get the eye level up. Let's see if he comes back with another fastball elevated or drops a hammer off.
Got him. And that's 8 strikeouts now for him in the ballgame.
Well, no preferential treatment there. Sometimes we see great hitters have their calls go their way on close pitches, but not this time. I think that was actually a good take, but on 2 strikes, anything that close can go either way.
Stepping in now, Michael Conforto. No balls and 1 strike. The 0-1 pitch. Oh, he looked like a caveman swinging a club on that one. It's 0-2 now.
Can you boys say next? Who's next up to bat? Because this guy's done. You cannot fall down 0-2 to one of the better pitchers in the league and expect to get a base hit.
And that one just missed outside. No runs, no hits, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. High in the air, carrying well out to deep center. Marte going back to the track, out of here to the deepest part of the yard. A solo home run there for Michael Conforto. His first homer here in the series, and the Cardinals move out in front 1-0.
That's one of those pitches you wish you could take back as soon as it leaves your hand. But guess what? There are no delete or rewind buttons in baseball. That's a mistake, and it was a good job by his opponent to make him pay for it.
Stepping up to the plate, Nolan Arenado. He got called out on strikes his last time through. He's set, and the pitch. Looks at a 2-seamer right down the middle.
Hey, I know there's a lot of game left, but that is such an important run there in the top of the first. Try and silence this crowd. I can't tell you, in postseason play, 1 run feels like 3 or 4.
Outside for a ball, 1-1. Gets him to swing at a pitch down and out of the zone, 1-2. One out, nobody on. Two balls, 2 strikes to Nolan Arenado.
This kind of hitter right here, we call this guy a grinder. What are grinders? They just kind of foul off some good pitches. They lay off the pitches just off the plate. This is every pitcher's nightmare, a guy that's up there with a plan and not just up there swinging at anything that you throw towards home plate.
The 3-2 pitch. And it's fouled away.
He was able to foul that one off, but you could tell he was definitely late. That breaking ball, the pitch before that heater right there, definitely threw his timing off.
And now this will be the 10th pitch of the at-bat. On pitch number 10 is the one that finally does it as he strikes out after a long battle here. Into the box, Aldo Garcia comes into this at-bat 0 for 1 in the ballgame. Now the pitch. Down the third baseline. This gets foul. It's 0-1. 1 run, just 1 hit, 1 error for the Cardinals to this point. That's taken. Now it's 0-2.
There seem to be different philosophies on it. So, Dan, what was your approach in 0-2 counts?
My philosophy is this. I think the last thing you want to do is throw non-competitive pitches, Matt. Throw something down in the zone or just out of the zone, but something way out of the zone doesn't serve any purpose.
Marte fields it cleanly. Throw to first will get him easily, and the side is retired. But the Cards are on the board first thanks to this solo blast. Middle of the night here in Miami. It's now 1-0 St. Louis. Now at the plate, Ari Perez. He'll start things out here in the home fifth, and it's been tough sledding for this lineup through the first half of the game.
Yeah, they haven't had any momentum going to the plate so far in this one, Matt. They need something to break their way and wake them up a bit.
Be nice to get these fans involved at some point as well. Fly ball out to straightaway right. Garcia is under it. He's got it one away.
The pitcher, number 22, Sandy Almanza.
So here now is the pitcher, Sandy Almanza. He got on top of one and was a ground out victim last time. At third, Arenado scooped up onto first, and very quickly 2 are gone in the home fifth.
Good pitch right there to run the two-seamer in on his hands and bunch him up, and an easy ground ball is the result.
Here's Starling Marte. As the first pitch to him is in there for a called strike one.
He's been pitching really well so far in this one as we cruise into the middle innings. One of the big reasons why, 80% first pitch strike ratio. If he continues that, he might be able to finish this one.
And he will get there to make the running play, and that will end the inning. 4 pitches, all it takes to do in the Marlins. It remains 1-0. So stepping in, Aramis Garcia. He'll lead things off here in this 1-run contest. Skied into very shallow right. Reyes is there. And that's the first out of the inning.
Now batting, pitcher, Jake Odorizzi.
Now to the plate, Jake Odorizzi. Opportunity to bat for himself with his guys up a run here in the 6th. And he'll look at a first pitch curveball that's in the dirt. It's ball 1. And the sinker is over here, and that evens things at 1. Skied in the air to straightaway left. There to pull it in is Soler, and there are 2 away.
Center fielder, number 11, Kevin Pillar.
So the lineup flips over, and digging in, Kevin Pillar. No hits in 2 trips to the plate for him in the ballgame. Liner toward right center. And that finds some outfield grass. It's a base hit.
Second baseman, number 16, Colton Wong.
Colton Wong will stand in. He started out the evening 0 for 2 so far. On its way is pitch number 75. Very weakly on the ground. Now the 0-1. And great extension as he drives this one high in the air and deep the other way. And he pushed it just a bit too much. It'll wind up a foul ball. And he will strike him out. 10 now in the ballgame, and the inning is over. Cards leave 1, but they're on top 1-0. Ready for another shot now, Chris Taylor. And Dan, he and his fellow top-of-the-order hitters haven't really offered much help for this lineup so far.
No, your 1, 2, 3 guys are the ones you look to generate a lot of action. They just haven't been up to the task so far in this one. Still time for them to turn it around, though. We'll see if it happens.
First pitch coming. Here it is. Hard liner to center field. And he will run this one down, moving to his right, and that's the first out of the inning.
Boy, talk about hitting into some rough luck. That was an absolute bullet to the outfield that gets caught, and he would have represented a tying run.
So that brings up the always intense Matt Chapman. He'll swing and lift a ball foul off to the left and out of play. 0 for 2 for him to this point. Here comes the 0-1. And he chased up and out of the zone, a swing and a miss.
I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's his windup. I don't know if it's just flat stuff. But he's getting a lot of swings outside the zone, and he's having a big game.
Now here's the pitch. Hit hard but foul to the left, and they'll try it again. Bases are empty, 1 man out. Hit in the air down the right field line. But this will wind up being a foul ball. Now a half swing, but it's strike 3 anyway, says the home plate umpire, and that's out number 2.
You know, I'm not quite sure how that strikeout will be scored, looking or swinging. He tried to check his swing, but I'm pretty sure the home plate umpire was ringing him up regardless.
So here's the cleanup hitter for Miami, Franz Reyes. And Dan, it seems like this starter is just dominating the game right now. Feels like we're seeing a lot of 3-up, 3-down innings.
No doubt about that, Matt. Hey, I've enjoyed watching him go about his business, but I'm also interested to see if this offense can figure out a way.
And we'll have to leave it there as the play is made here to end the inning. Miami down in order. They trail this one 1-0. Welcome back to South Florida. It's on to the 7th now in Game 2, but before we start, there's a look at our game summary to this point. Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. And guys, 7th inning already. Hey, I'm not complaining, but this one's been flying by.
Yeah, I'll agree with that, Matt. That's what you get when both starting pitchers have it working. Neither of them have been nibbling around the strike zone at all, and they've trusted their defense to make the plays, and they've done just that.
Yeah, and it's resulted in a game that could really go either way in these late innings. Hit hard on the ground to third. A dive, and he knocks it down. And no chance at a recovery here, as despite a great effort that time, they won't get an out on the play.
He was able to spit on that first slider right there, guys, but he didn't let the second one go. Able to execute and drive the baseball.
And now the Cardinals' number 4 hitter, Paul DeYoung. He's grounded out and struck out in his 2 trips to the plate. First offering on its way. Takes a high fastball for a strike.
Hey, he caught him off guard right there. I like that pitch. High fastball executed. I know he's known for the sinker ball, but if he can get some eye levels up and down, he's going to have some success.
The 0-1. And there's a pitch that just misses the inside corner. Missed with a slider. Goldschmidt aboard here at first with nobody out. Tap down the line. That goes foul. 2 strikes on him now. That misses, and it's going to set up a big pitch now. 3-2.
Walks are never good, but they're especially bad news late in games like this. It seems like they always come back to bite you.
Now the payoff pitch home to the left side, but it's well foul. Another full count offering on its way, and he will take ball 4. First and second now with nobody out. Michael Conforto will stand in again as we take you back to earlier in the ball game. This one swing here has been the entire offense to this point, as this home run accounted for the only run they've tallied so far. Comes set. Here's the 0-0 pitch. Right side from his knees to second for 1. The relay back to the pitcher, covering in time to double him up.
Oh, that's a rally killer right there. They were in great shape with 2 on and nobody out, but the double play is the last thing you want in that situation. Just a runner at third now, but there's 2 outs.
Here's Nolan Arenado. As with 2 away, he'll swing and miss at the first pitch. It's 0-1. 0 for 2 from him so far in this one. Looking to keep this a 1-run game. The pitch. Right by him here, and he's set up for another strikeout here. The count to 0-2. The 0-2 home. A shot down the first baseline. But this will be a foul ball, and it's still 0-2.
When you have 2 strikes on you, as a hitter, if you get something that you can handle, you have to find a way to do some damage with it. That was a missed opportunity.
Can't get him to chase. It's 1-2. 2 outs here with a runner at third. And yet another strikeout here. His 11th of the ball game, and this one ends the inning. 1 left for the Cardinals, but they lead it 1-0. In is Jorge Soler. It was a single for him in his last at-bat.
This thing's far from over, even though we're moving into the back end of this game. Only down by 1. All they need to do is get this leadoff guy, and they're an extra base hit away from tying this thing up.
On a less than impressive swing there to start the at-bat. It's 0-1. A couple of righties starting to loosen now in the bullpen. Gets the fastball by him here, and he's in control. 0-2.
There's another pitch for a strike, and this guy's really attacking hitters well tonight, being aggressive early on, and if he continues to throw strikes like he is, he's going to have a pretty good night.
Swing and a little tapper that goes foul, so a good job to fight it off and stay alive. Strike 3 on a pitch in the dirt. Up with it, Garcia, and he makes the throw to first. Soler is retired, and there's 1 away.
Now batting, first baseman.
In now, Garrett Cooper. Here comes the first pitch. Pulled high in the air out to left field. Conforto on the move. 2 gone.
Batter number 4, second baseman, Ketel Marte.
Into the box now, Ketel Marte. He's working on a 1-for-2 game so far. He's ready. Here's the first offering. Chopped weakly up the first base line, but that one rolls foul. Popped him up. Arenado in foul ground, and the inning is over. 1, 2, 3 go the Marlins. They're on the short end of a 1-0 score. Leading off the inning, Aldo Garcia, as they'll look for some added insurance before the bottom half of the inning. Strike 1 to start the at-bat. He's ready. Here's the 0-1. Looking at a tough pitch called a strike.
You know, when a guy starts to get tired, you often see their breaking stuff start to flatten out, but that's not the case here. Still has really nice finish on that slider, as we just saw.
He's just rolling right now, and even dozen strikeouts for him in the ballgame. Very tight ballgame so far. 1-0 the score as we take a look at our starter comparison. And both guys have given excellent performances to this point. At the plate, Aramis Garcia. He comes in 0 for 2 thus far. Ready to deliver. Here's the first pitch. Good changeup that time, but he wouldn't bite on it. The 1-0. Swinging a ball hit on the ground, but a foul ball. 1-1. He's set. Here comes the 1-1.
That's ball 2.
Wouldn't bite on a good sinker that time that missed.
Well, he's throwing a lot of pitches in this one, but it's not like he's walking a bunch of guys. Only one free pass to this point, but they're still making him work really hard.
Fouled away. Both clubs with 3 hits in the ballgame. Still even at 2-2. A swing and a shot hit down the corner. And foul, though it had the home run distance. Fastball that just misses inside.
Hey, this is a heck of a battle right here. Long AB. You know what? They find themselves still facing the starter. If they would have had some ABs like this earlier in the game, I think they get into the bullpen by this time.
Marte is there, 2 gone.
Now batting.
Pitching certainly has been on display in this one, and there's the evidence of it right there. 1-0 our score, as there are an awful lot of zeros on that line score to this point. Now to the plate, the pitcher, Jake Odorizzi. He's hitless in his 2 at-bats so far. And he just keeps rolling along as he starts another batter out with strike 1. Cardinals pitcher up there with a 1-2 count.
Well, all of the umpires in the seats thought that was strike 3, and they weren't far off, but I think that was a good call. Looked to be just a bit outside.
2 out, nobody on. Hit in the air to shallow center. Marte is over, and that retires the side. 1-2-3 go the Cardinals, but they hold a 1-0 lead. Leading off the inning, Ari Perez, as they'll look to get something going here and even this game up.
Starting to run out of time. They haven't been able to score any runs as we're moving late into this one. A perfect time for this leadoff guy to try to get on base and ignite a rally.
The windup and the 0-1. Grounded down the third baseline, but that'll get foul. It's 0-2 now. Not a bad pitch there with 2 strikes, but it misses. 1-2. Well, it's been a good outing so far, but he hasn't really racked up the strikeout totals that you might think, Dan.
Yeah, but for him, Matt, he's more of a pitch to contact kind of guy, and obviously it's working so far, and the way he pitches, it really keeps his pitch count down.
The 1-2. Drilled to the right side. Wong has it. Throws in time, and that's out number 1.
The pitcher, number 22, Sandy Alcantara.
Ryan Zimmerman will pinch hit here, and he's the potential tying run.
Number 11, Ryan Zimmerman.
Called strike to the 35-year-old veteran. 0-1. 1 out, nobody on. Started to go around there, but he holds up ball 1.
Well, you're in trouble at the plate if you fall behind this guy 0-2, so that was a good job to hold up right there.
The 1-1 is laid off for ball 2.
Ball 3.
Ball 3.
I know this team has been struggling offensively, but here's a perfect situation with a 3-1 count. You have a chance to do some damage. You know you're getting a guaranteed fastball.
The 3-1 pitch. And he lays off ball 4. So now the potential tying run here is aboard late in the game.
Man, when you don't get a call on a pitch that good, you have to wonder if maybe it's personal. You can't blame him for being angry, but he's got to find a way to move on and focus on the next batter.
Time called here, as with the potential tying run aboard, they'll make the move to get a little more speed out there. Here's Starling Marte. He's gone hitless in this one, Dan, and he's not alone.
No, he's not, Matt. This lineup has had no answer for their opponent on the mound so far.
First offering on its way. And the slider just stayed north of the strike zone that time.
A lot of times you'll see the take sign after 5 straight balls to start the inning, but with the middle of the order up at the plate here, I wouldn't be surprised if he's turned loose. Just has to be the right pitch to hack at.
Two balls, no strikes to the Miami center fielder. Three and 0 now. Hodge leads off first with 1 away. Left side. Oh, look at the dive. One there. Oh, but he beats it out.
Boy, that was a smooth play, wasn't it? Great job to lay out and make the stop, and then to feed the second from his knees for the out. Pretty impressive display there.
Quick check on that tying run at first. And he'll get dirty, but he's back in safely. In now, Chris Taylor. As he'll send a ground ball down to third. The second, but they throw it away. And they won't get him as he's able to advance from first to third on what would certainly be scored a throwing error.
Wow, this manager must be pulling his hair out. Not only does he have to deal with this pitcher walking people, now he's got to deal with his defense tripping all over themselves.
So striding in, Matt Chapman, as he's got a chance to tie this ball game up with that equalizing run just 90 feet away at third. Trying to hold the lead. Here's the delivery. Just able to get a piece of that for strike 1. Big spot. 2 out, possible tying and go-ahead runs on base. This one's down to third. Gloved by Arenado. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins can't cash in here, and that ends the inning. So they pick up no runs, no base hits, 2 errors in the inning, and 2 men left stranded. Game 2 heads to the 9th inning. The Cardinals are out in front, 1-0. Now the famous neon of Ocean Drive in Miami Beach. Welcome back to baseball on MLB Network. Tyler Kinney enters from the pen to start the 9th inning as he'll try to keep the score right where it is heading to the bottom of the 9th. 9th inning underway now as the first pitch is taken for a called strike. 0-2 once more. And he fouls this one off.
Back-to-back sliders away. Now I think you have to think about running something hard in. Not a good idea to throw a good hitter the same pitch 3 times in a row.
Got him to go down swinging there. Kevin Pillar becomes the first out in the 9th inning. Here's a look at the final line for the Marlins starting pitcher. And he really delivered a fantastic postseason performance. Here's the second baseman, Colton Wong. 0 for 3 with a couple of strikeouts for him to this point in the ballgame. First pitch on its way. And looks like he got the call there on the pitch inside. It's 0-1. Hit down the third baseline, but this will wind up a foul ball, strike 2. The 0-2 delivery, fouled off. 1-run game here in the top of the 9th. And he struck out again. That's the 3rd time he's gone down on strikes in this one.
That's the 3rd time in this game he's gone down on strikes. Not the game he was hoping to have when he was taking batting practice, but at least his guys are ahead.
Here's Paul Goldschmidt now. This will take a look at a slider here that finds the zone for strike 1. He's working on a 1 for 3 thus far. A ball and a strike to the Cardinals' first baseman. Bases are empty here with 2 men out. Swing and a miss, and it's a ball and 2 strikes here. Look out, a fastball up near his dome, and that'll wake you up a bit.
I'll tell you, there was intent behind that pitch. I'm not saying he was trying to hit him.
Taken high and deep to right. Reyes ranging back at the track, and it's gone as they add still another. It's a solo shot here for Paul Goldschmidt. His first homer so far in the series as the Redbirds have taken a 2-0 lead.
Well, people always wonder why some players make so much money, and there's your answer. The great ones find a way to rise to the occasion in the postseason, and he did right there.
So that brings in the power-hitting middle infielder, Paul DeYoung. No balls and a strike to count. 2 out, nobody on. DeYoung in an 0-2 hole here.
This is what every pitcher likes to have. Another 0-2 count really puts the hitters on the defensive side in multiple ways. You can go fastball up, you can go breaking ball down. One of the keys getting ahead, and he's going to
threw it right past him. A swing and a miss at the gas, and that ends the inning. 1 for the Cardinals in the inning on the solo home run. Last chance coming up here for the Marlins. It's now 2-0 St. Louis. So striding forward now, Franz Reyes. He's the one to start things off with his guys in danger of seeing this series leveled at a game apiece, barring a 9th inning rally. Outfield in the no doubles defense, now the first pitch. Went about halfway there, but it's a called strike regardless. Hit high and deep to right center. Chasing after it is Pillar. And he hauls it in for the first out of the inning.
Now batting, left fielder, Jorge Soler.
In is Jorge Soler. He's got a hit in 3 at-bats to this point. Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And it's fouled away. Bases are empty, one man out. Swinging strike, and now it's 0-2.
I gotta say, his command of the corners in this start has been pretty exceptional. He's mixed east and west really well, and it's a big reason why he's had success.
The bouncer to the left side, scooped up on the backhand. Throw on to first will be in time, and the Marlins are now down to their final out of the game.
Now batting, first baseman, Garrett Cooper.
At the plate, Garrett Cooper. He's their last shot here with 2 away in the ninth as they look to avoid the shutout.
Yeah, Matt, they just haven't had any answer for the great pitching so far in this one.
Ready with the first pitch. Here it comes. And this will ricochet off of him on the mound. And they'll have no play as he reaches first base safely.
Hey, this game is close right here, but I'll take you inside the mindset even if it was a blowout. I know the team's down to their final out, but you'll be hard-pressed to ever find an offensive player give away an AB. Nice infield single right there to keep the line moving.
He's set. Here it comes. Just got a piece of the fastball that time as it's chopped foul at the plate for strike one. And this will be a called strike two. In trouble now as they're down to their final strike tonight. Miami down to their last strike. Still no balls and 2 strikes. Now his swing, and he pops him up, and this should do it. And he'll make the catch here to end it, and the Cardinals have gotten the all-important road victory here in Game 2. They even up the series before heading home as this one is over.
Wow, not only are complete games rare in this day and age of Major League Baseball, but a complete game shutout. This guy was in total command from the first inning through the ninth. Totally dominant in this one.
Time for one final check of the line score as you see the key players there in this shutout victory. Well, heroes are made in the postseason, and he was at least the hero in this one. He's our top player of the game.
And obviously, every game is so important in the postseason. So when you come to play like he did and make a big difference for your team, it's something that won't be forgotten.
This evening's game finishes 2-0 the final score. The St. Louis Cardinals even up this division series at 1 game apiece. Jake Odorizzi earns the victory on the mound. Sandy Almanza racked up 12 strikeouts but still ends up taking the loss. So that's a wrap here tonight. Mark DeRosa, Dan Plesac, Matt Vasgersian, we're all thanking you for watching Major League Baseball on MLB Network. Have a great night.
Final line score tonight. First for the victorious St. Louis Cardinals. 2 runs on 4 hits. 3 errors, They left 2 runners stranded. For the Marlins, no runs, 4 hits, no errors. They left 7 men on base. Time of the ball game, 2 hours and 27 minutes. Thank you for joining us here this evening. We remind you to please drive home safely.